Welcome back, heroes, to another episode. Trying to get some more magic finding done, y'all. As soon as the game will actually load. We'll see here. Not 1,000% sure, because it's been having some issues. There was an update to Diablo 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's an update to Diablo 4. Too many cords back there. Trying to prop my feet up. And there's just so much stuff back. I need to redo all these cords. Let's try that again. I got the camera to finally work to where it's not lagged out like crazy while I play, which is a good thing. Because, like, that was the problem for the last couple days, is where, like, I would be trying to talk and the camera would be on, or the last few streams I've been trying to use a camera. I'm slowly getting it to work. It's still just a tad bit behind. It doesn't really feel like it's, like, real time doing it, but we're slowly getting it fixed, so we'll see. Is battle.net just, like, down? Is that, like, the issue that's going on today? I guess not. Here it goes. It's finally loading up. Alright, so just like yesterday, as long as we can get into the room, we are going to be doing Chaos Sanctuary for Diablo, plus all the uniques that are there. We got a co-rune to drop yesterday. I don't remember where it dropped at, but we got a co-rune to drop yesterday. But we're going to be doing Chaos Sanctuary, and we're going to be doing Cows and Countess. Let's start with Cows, then we'll go Countess, then we'll go Chaos Sanctuary, and then rinse, repeat, rinse the room, and then start all over again. That's some serious lag. We have no sound for my skills. There we go. Sound finally caught up. Same thing, if we accidentally get taken down, though, we are switching this guy to a... Well, nah, I'll probably save that for the hardcore run and do the full demon build. Because we're going to want the hardcore run to be as safe as possible. We did get some more boots that had 20% more magic find on it, so we are up to 251% technically. I don't know what the cutoffs for each magic find group are. I do know that I want to get to somewhere around 400 if possible for magic finding purposes. Because there is a point... Excuse me. There is a point of diminishing returns from what I understand. I just don't know what that point is. I'm also not 100% familiar with, like, what is the maximum amount of magic find you can get on a piece of, like, on your build, you know. Obviously, they're, like, the Barbarian is going to be the best at magic finding, because you get magic finding here, and then you have the skill where he can get even more magic find. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, 1,000 magic find is possible to obtain. Where's the portal? Now the lag has somewhat gone away, I can just start teleporting around. There it is. We passed it. Going to Tristram. We're still running the back way. Just because there is the probability that we could get potentially one more unique to spawn by doing it this way. There's our second unique. I feel like no matter what, because of how small this is, the second you walk in, I think it generates all the enemies. There's a third unique. Take out Griswold. And now in theory, if we go in the middle, we have a chance to get another unique, not just the magical guys. But all I see are the magic guys. Okay, we picked up Ward's Leg, yep. Lag spike. Tama, Pit, Monastery Gate. Pit's actually good if you need like base level stuff for like making an Enigma or making a Spirit, something of that nature. Ugh. I did move money over because off camera I played a little bit more last night, so I moved more over here. So we're almost at 6 mil here, so about almost halfway done with how much you can have in just one page. Oh no, that's for all the pages. Okay, that's okay. 12.5. So you can have 15 million gold total. Alright, here we go. Now, honestly, what I come out here for is the Cow King has a chance of dropping his own set, plus any other greens that we can get out here. Grand Charm, just in case it's a Warlock Skiller. We did sacrifice a little bit of power yesterday if you guys weren't here for it. We did sacrifice just a little bit of our total damage to get some more defenses. Nothing good from the Cow King. It's fine. Usually takes us one run to get anything decent to drop. I think the Rune came from not the Countess herself, but if I remember correctly, it came from inside the tower. A lot of yellows are dropping. We did get a really good, unique Ami to drop yesterday. The only downside is it wasn't good for our build, but it was a good one. So I'm hoping we can still get a kaleidoscope. Would be great. Mara's is what a lot of people call it. Technically what its name is. But it would be nice to get... start getting some of the skiller stuff that we do need for this guy max level. Especially since we are now in that level range. Don't need those. Where those things can start dropping with some frequency. Alright, game. I know this is run 1, and we never get anything good on run 1, but can we drop something? Anything? I don't even care if it's a level 1 item. It's just like, drop us something good. Jeez. Also, guys, sorry for yawning. We did lag spike here. We did level up, or we haven't leveled up yet. Sorry. So we're a bar away, but we are going to be filling up Bind Demon first, because it allows our Bind Demon to have a whole bunch of really cool stuff. He'll always be extra strong. Always have aura. Always. But there's like 3 big things that the demon gets. It'd be hilarious if it was, you know, always has curse. But I don't think that is the case. Because then it wouldn't matter what demon you pick up. You would just always have curse. And if that's the case, you would want a ranged demon with like extra fast and fanaticism and stuff like that to just proc curse everywhere. Fall the skull pick up. I think for the most part we've taken out all the important cows. I can't imagine any of these guys dropping anything. But it's always the fear that I'm going to be like, alright, I've done it all, and then I leave, and then It was like, oh, but there was this one cow hidden in this one little nook that would have dropped you everything.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, let's go empty our bag. It looks like we went ahead and cleared this as best we can. As quickly as we can, anyway.
Good day.
Sell everything and go find Countess.
Good day.
Garbage. Man. 13 to all resist, 15 magic fine. That's 28 magic fine. I think on an Ami 30%? Or is it 40% is best? Don't remember. Let me go ahead and drop that though. 1 to necromancer skills. We're not a necromancer. And yes, I know, I could be the pack rat and be like, I'm going to save everything. I'm already saving way more than I usually do. I'm usually the runes and gems guy, and then this kind of stuff. I don't usually do this, unless it's a rune word I know I'm going to use on another character. Like, authority is good when we no longer need gold skin. Lore is good. You know, this stuff is all good for characters. I don't usually do this, where I'm like, oh, I found a lidless, and I found this, and I found that. And it's like, I just don't care about all that. And then, like, this stuff, I mean, this is a yellow, it's a yellow, these are kind of just junky yellows that I found. I'm waiting on these so I can make fortitude. This is another one that just, it's usually not me. I'm usually the sell it and forget it. Dang, 3 uniques all in a row. 4. Breastplate. I think I already know what it is, but... There it is. Went a little further than I anticipated. Oh, no, Forgotten Tower. Thank you. Bro, this lag is really gonna frustrate me if we die. Amy. Soul Rune. I used to add Andy to the mix, but lately it feels like Andy just does not.
Can't carry it, can't carry it, can't carry it, can't carry it, can't.
It feels like she's either had her loot pool changed or something, because it doesn't feel like she drops nearly what she used to. right there. Yep. Heavy boots. It's gonna be Sanders. One bar left to go. And what's crazy is, like, I'm not worried about getting to level 99. Like, I know I'm doing the ladder, and I should care about getting to level 99 and trying to be at the top of the list, but it just... You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's because I'm not that kind of competitive person. And like, there was a update for Diablo 4 today. I was gonna stream that because it's the season of the, what is it? Season of Slaughter or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I'll stream this because the new talent boards are supposed to be coming out with it and like all this stuff. Couldn't even log it. Like, I tried to make a new character for the season because it says all of my other seasonal characters are getting ready to have all their stuff shunted over into normal play, which means I'm about to delete all of the seasonal stuff. But like, I could not create a new character. Or, I mean, I could create a new character. That wasn't the problem. The problem was I could not create a new seasonal character. Every time I tried to click season, it just wouldn't do anything. Then on top of that, I don't know what I want to play for the season for Diablo 4. I'm so looking forward to the Warlock. I could have downloaded the playtest realm to play the Warlock. Can I stop getting smacked, please? Not a whole lot in this area, to be honest. Pop. Alright, Tall Rune, Key of Terror. Let's come back down, because I want that War Axe, I want the Key of Terror. We are taking that with us.
I am overburdened.
No, I want the Key of Terror. Thank you. We'll come back for the War Axe. And then we will go to Act 4. And do Chaos Sanctuary. Our guy died?
Greetings.
Eisenhart's Sanders, was I right? I was.
Greetings.
We now have 3 Keys of Terror. Let's go get that axe. Excuse me. Good night. All right. Teleport back out.
Good evening.
Identify, sell, and then we'll portal out.
The order
Because I bet we've already
welcomes
found this. Rake Scar. Attack speed, enhanced damage, attack rating, poison damage, poison resist. And like, I'll keep things if I feel like at some point they could be relevant with a different character that I run. If we do the hardcore challenge, none of the stuff I'm saving is going to be worth a darn. Sound went away again. There we go. I hear enemies. There's like no enemies here. And the thing with Chaos Sanctuary is not only is it good for XP, but you do want to clear the whole thing to get the most out of potential loot. If all you're doing it for is Diablo, then yeah, teleport, click all the seals, kill the one enemy that you really have to, rinse, repeat, you know? For me, I like doing this for
Thanks.
the potential number one XP. If we were 99, then yeah, 100% just blitz in, run for it, and go. Superhuman. Plenty of uniques are spawning, but we're not really getting any gear drops. Kind of terrible. Oh, there's an Eld Rune. Some yellows finally dropped. You Usually I end up with like more yellows than I care to count. Lum rune. So far, highest rune we've gotten today is Lum.
Death can save you from me. I can't carry anymore.
Alright. One green, one unique. Hopefully they're new. They're not stuff we've seen 1,000 times already. And then we'll rinse repeat.
What do you need?
Blood Thief, seen that a bunch. Berserker's Hatchet, seen that a bunch. There we go. Lum rune, that's the highest one for today. Highest one total has been an rune, which is pretty dope. I would really, really, really like to get the low rune, though, which I believe is this one right here. I could be wrong. It may not be that one, but I believe it is. Oh, golly with this yawning, man. Ooh. You're not supposed to cut my buttons, T-shirt. Stay buttoned. Angle that to where it's seeable a little better for me. Alright, then we'll start here. Let's not get hit by any more of that, please. No. Fine, I'll deal with the Merc dying. I will not deal with me dying. Pick up the full rejuve. I need a super healing, super mana. before we go in there, we're gonna go get our merc back so that we can have mana. Those guys were hitting super hard, man. Go heal. Let's go repair our stuff just to be on the safe side.
Hello.
We didn't take that much damage. Stupid flying guys I really just dislike. Worldstone Keep, not anywhere we're going. We got that super mana for the super healing, and we also want a super mana. Okay. We might level on this area. Not this pull, but we'll definitely level this run, I think. Stop lagging.
Thanks.
Come on, Diablo. Give me the good stuff and let me level. Give me the good stuff and level me, bud. You gave me nothing. Zero. Zilch. And you didn't level me. You're such a punk, bro.
Greetings.
And we'll go do Countess, and then we'll go do, cows.
Hail to you, champion.
I just grabbed those money so that we get something accomplished while we're down there. Alright, on to Countess. Here's the tower. Why you guys shoot me like that, bro? Care about the small charms. They're good for resistances, but that's about it. I do not understand the lab. I really don't. I will say this, if we'll probably stream this for a couple hours, and then I will try to make another Diablo 4 new seasonal character. I did not mean to click a potion. And then we may stream some of that today too. I'm not 100% sure of that yet. What is this away? Oh, there's more of these. Oh. Almost sounds like somebody dropped something in the living room. I know sister's on a phone call, so I don't want to go out there and bug her. We're having bad luck finding the next floor. And we're not even getting that much in terms of loot. There's the door. Gothic plate. That could be good. I was going through some stuff, though it says we've already found this one. There's several pieces that are Gothic plate that we have not found, I believe. I could be wrong. But it is a piece of gear, so we will take it. Anything is better than nothing. There's our level. Real quick. Boom. Well, here's level 5. Go. But yeah, if we're not able to get D4 to work properly so that we can look at the new stuff later, we'll either come back to this or I'll Countess is down. Breastplate up and soul. Might be able to make room. Hold on. Nope. Where are you? Don't care about you. We can get rid of you. But now I have room for it. And now we move on to Cow World. But yeah, if I'm not able to get D4 to work later,
Yes.
we'll either come back to this or I'm gonna just stream some more Lords of the Fallen randomizer.
Greetings.
No, Sigs, meh. This is gonna be Izzy's, yep. You know what? I'm gonna come here. Two strength don't need. Poison resist. 4 lightning resist, I think we can live without. 9 poison, that's fine. 9 lightning, sure. 6 lightning, fire. Okay. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Let's go ahead and put... That's crazy. I have 22 points of vitality from somewhere. Nice. Alright. Fire damage hurts, though. Don't get hit by fire. Off to Stony so we can get the Wart's Leg. Yeah, look at that right next to us. Scythe. I think we've gotten this a bunch of times too. That Skelematron had curse on him. Socketed Weird's leg. Yeah, it's about the same regardless of how you do it. You get 1 to 2 uniques besides, or sorry, 2 to 3 uniques besides Griswold, and then you get the magic guys, so it doesn't really matter.
Stay a while and listen.
Ooh. Hello, you, phone? Stop being dumb. Yeah, we get, we have tons of these, man. Let's see here. I mean, it's good for low level, especially for Warlock. So, I mean, if you need it, use it. Look at this 3-socketed sucker right here. Wow, that's our first message from the stupid bots. How entertaining. Excuse me. I've never had to put it on this. Good lord. Hold up. I'm not gonna sit here and hiccup every 5 seconds. I said it yesterday. Not paid. I wish it was. I tried. I really did. Like, for Bubbler, these guys are great waters. But I did. I contacted these guys. I was like, hey, do you guys have an affiliates program? I would love to work with you guys. I got a polite email that went, no. Like, basically what I got told was, in polite corporate speech, basically, was that, they don't do YouTubers. They only do students that are like college students, and they don't pay for it. They just have like this. I think they call it the ambassador program, and they essentially just have college students go around campus being like, "Hey, drink Bubbler." I was like, hey man, like I have almost 8,000 subs, I love your waters, I would be happy to do some form of affiliates program, give me a link, I'll, whatever. I think the real issue is, I don't think they sell their stuff on their own website. That was insane. Where'd my guy go? I don't think Cow King was in any of that, but... Leave my guy alone. I want the Cow King. What's crazy is the difference between my demon and my merc. My merc, granted, does not have Meskin slot gear for him. But like my demon takes a fraction. Tier Rune, I want to say, no, Eth I think is the lowest we've gotten today. But like, my demon takes a fraction of the damage. And he can stand in a full, just grouping of cows. Like it's nothing. And if my merc tries to take on more than, say, like 2, homie's gonna get obliterated. Could you imagine if the cows had spellcasters? Wow. I have, in the span of about 5 minutes, we've had 2 bots trying to get me to buy views. How entertaining. Twitch, fix your stuff, bro. But yeah, if any of y'all know somebody from Bubbler, let them know. I would be so happy to do adverts for them. It's great. Soul runes. We're getting a lot of soul runes, which is fine. We need regular sapphires, man. Or amethysts. We need regular amethysts, is what I need. Like the chipped amethysts. It's crazy, like, even with just our Magic Find gear on, we're still 12 to 18k, which is plenty. And, like, a lot of the other builds that I would have played, like the Wind Druid, Bone Necro, Lightning Sword, that kind of stuff, like, to get into that damage range, you gotta have some pretty hefty skillers and some pretty decent gear on. We have not decent gear by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, we have okay gear, but, like, there's stuff out there that would be significantly better. And the only reason why our Magic Find is as high up as it is because we have Naj's staff and helmet. If it wasn't for Naj, we would be less than 100 at best. Alright, looks like cows is done, which means we need to rinse, repeat.
I am overburdened.
Okay. I don't hear any more cows. Oh, there we go. I see some dark spots. That's kind of where I'm running. Just in case, you never know. But I think we're pretty good for now. So let's empty out our bags and then reset.
Yes.
Yes?
Okay. See, I'd go do, like, here's the problem. It's like, I would go do Canyon of the Magi because there's a lot of stuff down there, but I really just don't know the patterns good enough to do that, so I don't want to waste the time there. Trav has dropped us 0. Durance of Hate is super deadly if we did, since we don't have actual teleport to get in and out of there very quickly. And World Stone can be extremely brutal as well. I also haven't done the quest in order to do the Halls of Pain stuff. So, he's like, quests, where is it? Here we go. I haven't gone and found her, so, Pendle is out of the question. Pendle has some good drop chances, too. I just haven't done the quest line for it, so it's whatever. So really what we're hoping for is that, either Chaos Sanctuary or Countess or cows becomes terrorized is what we're really hoping for. Dang this yawning, man. And like, I'm not even tired. Like, that's the part that frustrates me. Okay. Cows, then Countess. One. Two plus Griswold. I know we don't need it, but I'm gonna pick it up just in case. There's 3. And then there should be some magic ones in here. Okay. We'll pick up the Flawless Sapphire, because we'll still need gems at some point.
Good day.
I mean, heck, we could re-roll some Grand Charms today. Ah, that's what I thought it was. Because in order for us to re-roll Grand Charms, we just need 3 perfects of any type. And I mean, if we come over here and look, I mean, I have enough of these to get plenty of these. And we can, I mean, the thing is like, what I would want to do is build these up as high as I can first to try and get to that low. And then whatever's left over, use those. Alright, here we go. Ready? tier rune. There's a flawless topaz. There we go. Please don't come smack me. I would greatly appreciate not being smacked, cows. Now, I can remember where doing cows was an absolute nightmare. Because if you killed the Cow King, it locked you out of being able to summon the Cow World again. They eventually changed that. Yeah, there was There was a point in time where what you basically had to do was have an alt that would come in, create the Cow World, leave the world so that it wouldn't get locked out, and then everyone else could go in and take out the Cow King. And I can't tell you how many times somebody messed that up in our group to where our alt ended up getting locked out of the Cow World, because before we could leave, they would take the portal and the Cow King would be right there, and they just obliterated the Cow King. I did mess with the sound settings, guys, to where you get more of the ambient noises, a little bit less of everything else. I don't know how well that's going to work. I'm testing it out. It's like, I know a lot of people are like, we want the ambient music, but we can't hear you during fights. And so I lowered everything but the ambient, so... I believe this is the... yeah. Cow King should be somewhere over here. And I think that was him. Zweihander. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Yeah, look how fast he goes down, man. I took my cursor, or my attacks off of him for just half a second so that I could get the things that were coming right at me. And dude gets just bodied. I just want to prove something though. See how easily we are still taking down the cows? Like, yes, we're getting amp damage on these guys. But, like, we still take them down relatively quickly. Our damage without our guy drops down to 8 to 12k. I don't think the math is quite correct, but it feels like we get basically double the damage while they're cursed. Let's go pick up. I saw a couple yellows drop over here. There's an amulet, balance knife, blade. We'll pick up this tiara. Let's go get our merc back so that we can get our mana regen going again, because I really don't want to deal with not having
Good day.
mana.
The Order welcomes you.
Saber. We already know what that's going to be. It's going to be an angelic. But again, we pick it up not because we don't know what it is, we pick it up because we want to make sure we are correct. I'd hate to be like, oh, we know what it is, and then I'd be completely wrong. But I believe the saber is, in fact, angelic. What is with the yawning? Stop with the yawning. I really don't want you to die again, Merc. Please stop running off and take on an entire crowd of cows by yourself. Because you really can't do it. I wonder if I have some armor that I can give him. It'd be hilarious if I could give him stuff that has, like, plus the Warlock skills and I get the benefit from it. I think we've gone through everywhere here now. I'm gonna check this one little corner right here. Oh, nothing there. Alright. Loop.
Yes.
And now we go do Countess after we empty out our bag. Was I right? Yeah! I was right! Yay, me! Alright. Yeah, I think after this we'll, once we get done with... Ooh, wait. Is Countess it? Or is it just Black March? I did not double check. I hope it's Countess. I was not paying attention when it reset. Don't throw fireballs at me, please. uniques, unique enemies. The reason why tear zones can be really good is because these are usually going to be, what is it, 86 and above? Which means we have a, oh, there we go, Deep World Stone Shard. That's for Act 3, I believe. Act 3 or 4. 4. At some point I'll use those, but I want to have like a surplus of them before I try. Here she is. Alright. Are you Terzite? Yeah, buddy! Come on. Curse them. Thank you. We will take our time to actively go through each floor now. Because with them terrorized, not only are we getting XP, but we have the potential to get way better drops. We have the battle staff. There is a blue battle staff somewhere. Or a blue staff. I don't know if it's a battle staff. But we do have a potential to get a staff that has just teleport on it. We can put that on our back bar and have teleport. Gotta be careful because these guys are extra strong. Please do not hit me. I don't want to have my mana drained. Okay, that should be all of floor 1. Moving on to floor 2. Need to be a little more careful because there's a potential for me to walk through a doorway and there'd just be a ton of those archer girls, and I will instantly die. But at the same time, like, I am actively trying to get through this quickly. so that we can take full advantage of this being Terror Zone. I will say I haven't had too much luck with Terror Zones currently. Oh, that was a short one. Hopefully that changes while it's the Countess. We also haven't had to fight a Herald in a good hot minute either. So hopefully if we clear all this, we'll get a Herald to spawn. I doubt it though. Because like, again, our luck for getting these things to spawn has been super low. Power shield. There's level 4. And we haven't even gotten the notification that we pissed off a Herald.
Overburdened.
Baloney. Okay. Okay, Ort and 2 Tholes. Alright. I think we should just rinse, repeat. Yeah, Black Mars Hole, Forgotten Tower, yeah.
Good evening.
I think we just go back and redo Countess. See, that has +2 to teleport, but it's for the sword only. Sigs. An ethereal version of the chieftain. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So let's dump all this, and then we're gonna go do, we'll rinse the world and go do another Forgotten Tower. Save and exit. What? Okay, that explains why it didn't ask me. I don't know how I accidentally got onto him, but alright. I'll grab this, not that it's going to do us a whole lot of good, because as soon as we get cursed or something, it gets deleted. Lots of archers. Yeah, see? Got cursed. With ampy damage, and the XP goes away. That's why getting super lucky with that one staff that just has the permanent 5% XP buff is phenomenal. Come on. Give me the tower already. Dang it. Found the tower. Signs of slowing though. Oh, Rune, not bad. It begins to fade. Oh well. all but dissipated. We'll pick up the yellow sparkling ball. I was more after that Amy because it was yellow. And those can actually be really good. Okay. All the way down and around. And there we go, Far Oasis. We're still gonna, you know, do all this. I would never go do Far Oasis in Maggot Lair. Like, that is the dumbest place, in my opinion, to have. She was cursed. Boop. Ow. Plenty of stuff down here is cursed, though. I wonder if this is just one of those areas that just has a higher potential to spawn cursed enemies. Okay, now that it's not terrorized though, I'm just trying to run as quickly as I can to get to the Countess. I know we could go searching for all the uniques that are down here and take them out and hope that they drop unique gear, but just trying to quickly make it through. Goodness gracious, man. I don't understand the yawning, man. Pick up all that money. Oh, good night. Not bad. Okay. Now we can go do cows again.
Good day.
Good day.
1 to all sword skills, 1 to lightning. By level 60, if this is what you would consider a good sword weapon, there's a problem. Still clash. There's this. Like, we already found this a while ago, but just to reiterate, there is also a unique sword, I forget what it's called, we have found it as well, that also gives you plus 15 to all resist. This is great for early game paladins, if you don't have any rune word weapon and shields that they can wield by this, by like level 20-ish. To where you're getting plus the skills, but you're also getting massive amounts of resistance, because it's plus 30 to everything. And then on top of that, I mean, you're just getting faster block rate and all that. Plus, this has smite damage if you're using smite, or shield bash, I think, not smite. No, smite. Smite's the name of the skill. So, dang, plus 2 to sword skills. The rest of it's not that great, honestly. But level 67 for a sword, meh. Alright. Let's go do Cow World. Oh wait, no. I said before we go do anything else, since the thing is over, let's do this. Let's go runes. Must have 5 or more in order to do it, right? Ooh. I don't know if my stuff's just lagging. Come on. Jeez, 28 of these? And that's where we have to use that. Oh, no. Is it these? There we go. back in. Right, then what do these use? Is that the purple ones? It is. So we cannot turn any more alms into souls because I don't have any more deals to do that. So 3 of you. Is it a blue? It is. See, the thing is like, I used to have this in order to where, like, when we got to here, it was like, okay, this plus whatever made this. This plus whatever made this. This plus whatever. And so I had it to where, like, I had a page for the runes, and they were in the correct order. And then I had a page for the gems that I had in order based on what these needed to level up, right? So now we get to skip ahead. Are you agreeing? Yes. There we go. We've consolidated it down. We would have been able to do more if I had some more amethysts, like singular amethysts, to be able to do these. I'm going to leave these alone for now. Again, if it's less than 5, we won't break it down. See how many perfects we can make doing this. And then see how many grand charms we can reroll. Oop, that was not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. The boring part of Diablo. Okay. I wish there was a faster way to do this. If there is, I don't know what it is. So if y'all know how it is, I would be so grateful for you to tell me the faster way to get these to consolidate. Should be able to get quite a few Grand Charm rerolls to see if we can get any good skiller ones. Dang it. Okay, now the skulls. Because I remember you needed perfect skulls. There was a recipe for perfect skulls, so might as well get these done too. Hello? Okay. Consolidated as best we can. Let's go here. And then we want to pick up this Grand Charm, this Grand Charm, and even though it's 6% Magic Find, that Grand Charm. 6 to life. 23 to life. Faster hit recovery. Defense. A lot more defense. Mana. More mana. Poison damage. Lightning damage. Less lightning damage. 1 to cold skills. There we go. First skiller. We're not gonna use that up because it would leave us with 0 perfects. Dexterity. Poison damage. Gold for monsters. Greed. Actually, I don't. No, that does do something. Okay, 24 to life. Okay. So we did get 1 skiller out of all that, which is nice. But yeah, see, we're keeping a Steel Clash, so we don't need another Steel Clash, honestly. And that's Necromancer there, so like Necromancer. Druid. I mean, that right there's Barb skills. That's Paladin skills as well. We actually don't want to keep that one anymore, because that's a better Paladin one. This weapon right here is for Amazons. This weapon right here is for druids. That's also for Amazons. I mean, we're getting okay. Here. I can go over there for magic find. Probably just need to sell all the small stuff, but we'll wait and see. Alright, there we go. So we've done Countess, we need to do cows, and then we need to do Act 5. So we got one skiller out of all of the gems that we did, and we leveled up our runes as best we could. And see, like, one of the things I do when I play with Devin is, aside from runes, I let him grab up all the... Okay. Saw a bunch of archers and I got a little scared. But I let him pick up, like, all of the gems, uniques, things of that nature. Because, like, we're set to be able to go magic fight. He's not. So it just makes more sense to have us magic find on our own and then let him pick up all the useful stuff. The only exception to that is runes, where I try to pick up anything above like a full, usually.
Yes.
I've been slowed.
Greetings.
Right. Sell that. Pick up keys, books, or portals, another book. Now we can go to the cow world. What? Thank you. And here we go. Okay, tried it again. I will say there are times where I wish there was a way to just run around and grab up all the cows and then funnel them through like one little doorway or whatever. Just take them all out in one go. Because sometimes the running around is just annoying. Rune. I think at a certain point, like if this, I don't want to say it's a group project, but if there was a way to, trying to save Limerick because he decided to go fight things, my demon is mine. Like for Devin and I, right? I mean, I'm the one that's going to be making all the rune words and passing out loot as need be for each build. So I wonder if, like, I could convince Devin to just give me all the runes he has, along with all the gems. I mean, if he's using them, that's different. I don't know if he's making his own rune words or not. But I just feel like one of us should have access to all of the rune word, like, all the runes. I don't know. Maybe I'm just saying, maybe that's my thought process, since I'm the one that's doing all this. Still haven't done an Echoing Strike build, 7 Warlocks so far. Holy shit, are you playing DTR in a storage unit? No, I'm not. Sorry, I just saw your message pop up on the screen. I apologize. Daddy B2026. I have to ask, why is that your YouTube name? Is it because you just recently became a father, or? And you have 7 Warlocks, man? That's insane. Like, what other builds have you been running as Warlocks? I mean, I can't imagine there's really that many builds for Warlock. I mean, there's the primary Demon Summoner. There's what I'm doing, Echoing Strikes. There's, let's see, what's the other one? There's the Magic build, the Fire build. So there's, what, 4 there? Well, I guess there is quite a bit. I didn't think there was 7, but yeah, there's definitely quite a few. Let me go run down here real quick. So there's the Demon build, which contains all of this. There is Echoing Strikes build. There is a Cleave build, so there's 3. 4 for Eldritch Blast. 5 for the Fire build. 6. I'm only counting 6 active. Well, because I guess with the Demon build, you could either do just pure Summoner, so you're not worrying about, like, doing Blood Boil. So that would be 7 there. I don't know. But no, I'm not in a storage unit. That'd be weird. Can we please get something decent to drop in Hellworld? Or in Hellworld. In Cow World, please. In non-existent realm, I think is what they actually call it. There went the Cow King, and he dropped 0. I think what I like about Echoing Strikes compared to any of the other builds that I have tried, like the Fire and Magic build, is I don't feel like I'm having to worry too much about my resistances. Because as long as my demon gets up in there, they're obliterated before they ever get to me. Plus, I like feeling like I'm doing damage instead of just waiting for something to die to do like the demon explosion build. Well, we may have missed some stuff, but that's fine. I have not played any of Midnight yet, guy.
Hello.
I might. I don't know. The problem for me when it comes to World of Warcraft, and don't get me wrong, I love World of Warcraft, I really do. But I'm not in any guilds. I don't really do raids. I don't do PvP. And so I feel like watching me level up a class to get to max level and then turn around and level another class to max level and then do it again and again. I don't feel like that's... I don't know. I don't feel like that's stuff people want to watch. I could be wrong. I mean, you guys may like watching me be an absolute noob and just leveling characters. But I don't know. I'll probably go back to WoW at some point. But I'm having a blast playing this Warlock. Speaking of, I was going to check and see if I have anything worth putting on. Can he wear this? I really don't want him to wear this, but can he wear it? He's a 2000.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put
He only
that to
gains
good use.
300 defense. That's
I'll
not
put
going to
that
help
to
him.
good use.
Alright. Let's get do Act 4. I appreciate it. Yeah, I will be back to World of Warcraft at some point. I'm just having an absolute blast playing the Warlock right now. And then with D4 getting ready to launch Warlock as well next month. I was going to cover that. I'll be honest. Ooh. We may go back to WoW as like a once a week thing. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just not 100% positive. And I like WoW. I like the classes. I like a lot of the stuff that's in World of Warcraft. It's one of those things where like I get to a certain point where I get bored of it because I'm not doing any of the high-end content, you know? Whereas like with Diablo, whether that's Diablo 2, Diablo 4, we're not going to mention the online one, or the phone one, or the Diablo that wasn't really a Diablo. But I like Diablo because there isn't really a quote-unquote in-game like I don't have to worry about raids, and I don't have to worry about dungeons and all that fun stuff, right? Like, I just go in and I beat on things and hope to get better gear and more runes and things of that nature. You know, do I think I'm ever going to be like Mr. Llama on Diablo? Absolutely not. Do I think I'm going to be like Asmongold when he was doing World of Warcraft? Absolutely not. I just, you know, I like the game. It's like back, ooh, that hurt. It's like back when I played ESO a lot. I like ESO. I hate what they did to it. I don't think it's the same game that it was when I was playing it. Once they released the unique rings for spellcasters and for damage dealers and for healers, it didn't feel like the same game anymore. For me, it took all the fun out of it, and so I don't. Jeez, I'm out of healing pods. So I don't know. I like that game too. Me and my buddies are always playing and looking for people to play with, so we could in-game stuff too. So we could do in-game stuff too. But glad you're enjoying Diablo. The new Lock Delves looks super fun. It really is. And Guy, anytime you guys need like an extra person, I'm not leveled up high enough yet to really do anything, especially with the new content that's already dropped with Midnight. I know my brother and my sister-in-law have been trying to get me to get back over into it, but like, I wouldn't be opposed to coming back to WoW if I knew there was people I could play with to at least do 5-man content, even delves, something of that nature. I tried to get Devin into doing WoW, but we never got any of his characters high enough to do the delves, which was slightly annoying in my opinion. Because, like, and don't get me wrong, I love Devin to death. I love playing games. I don't even care what the game is. I just like playing with him because we're friends. Like, I just enjoy playing games with him. I don't care if he's the best. I don't care if I'm the best. I just enjoy it, right? Like, I'm trying to get him to come play Lords of the Fallen with me because they just added a randomizer to the game, and it makes that so much more entertaining. And so I was like, man, I would really like it if you would come play Lords of the Fallen. We might be able to play today some Lords of the Fallen. We'll see. What am I getting hit with that is causing me to take so much dang damage? So, but yeah, I would love it if I had people that I can consistently play with. You know, like my goal originally when I was playing Ascension WoW was to make a guild so I'd have people to always play with. But we were going to make a guild and then it kind of just fell apart because we couldn't get enough people that wanted to actually join and play and do all that fun stuff together. We have almost enough 2 full dungeon groups right now, and all of us are working on alts. We just play for fun, but still able to do 10 plus keys and banter in Discord. It's always a better experience. Yeah, 1000%. Like, I get that there are games out there that were built to be solo games. I get that. I find more enjoyment in games that... Why did I pick up a grater? Gross. I find that playing with people is way more enjoyable. As long as they are people that are... I don't want to say similar playstyle, because that makes it sound like if we're not on the same level that it doesn't work out well. But, I mean, like, other people that are playing to have fun and not worry about what is going on. Because I've played with people who are, you know, hardcore raiders and hardcore PvPers, to where, like, you make a mistake and they want to have a 2-hour dissertation about how you screwed up. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. I stopped raiding because the raid guild that I was in, I get raiding is very important. But, you know, if you're going to ask me to come raid because your normal guy that raids isn't there, and you're going to ask me to play a class that I've barely touched since getting it to max level, and then you want to throw a hissy fit because I'm not doing the correct amount of DPS, and I'm not wearing the best in slot gear that I'm supposed to be for my class. Like, dude, just, you know what I mean? Like, don't ask me to come help you if that's going to be your mentality. And, you know, it's just, it's too good to play with people, especially ones you enjoy. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Not even death can save you from me.
I mean, I wouldn't say competent guy because, like, for me, it's less about, like, competency in it, you know, and more about, like, who do I have fun playing with? I don't care if you're the greatest player. Here's a prime example of what I mean. Baldur's Gate 3, right? I'm a huge, and I do mean huge, D&D fan. If I had more time in the day, I would love to find a group to play D&D with, right? I'm a huge D&D fan. I love it. It is arguably one of the best, like, outlets you can get. Griswold's Edge. Not bad. Bye. But I'm a huge D&D fan. And Baldur's Gate 3 came out, and I absolutely love Baldur's Gate. And I've played it with people that I'm related to, that are not D&D fans. They don't understand the mechanics of video games in the same manner I do, for some games. And I still liked playing with them because I liked seeing them try to figure it out. You know, we put that moniker of, like, noob on people, right? And I think sometimes, people who are at a higher level of any game should go play with the quote-unquote noobs of that game, because it gives you a new perspective on how they play, and I think it makes the game more enjoyable to do that. If it's a solo game, knock yourself out. Be the greatest, best, whatever. But if it's a multiplayer game, play with people so that you can have a better experience, in my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Alright, let's reset here. Yes, I agree. If they're a noob, and I don't want to say, you know, you try to teach them a better way to do it, but if you're like, hey, by the way, if you tried A, B, and C, it could potentially make you a little bit better, that's one thing. But if you have to put somebody down in order to try and get them to be a better player, those people are the problem, not the new. It's okay to be new as long as you're willing to learn to be better. It's not okay to be the best player and then wonder why nobody likes you when you demand that they get better the way you want them to get better. Because, like, the only example I can give from my own personal experiences is, like, and I've used this example multiple times, and it's in World of Warcraft. The guild that I was with that did raids, for a long while, we thought we were doing really well. We thought we understood the mechanics of the game. We thought we understood the mechanics of the fights. We thought we understood our characters to the best of our abilities. And then one day we needed to pug a person into one of our raids for Lich King. And we found a guy who, if you had asked us before the raid if we thought he was going to do good, we would have told you no, we're probably going to end up having to kick him. And just call it a wasted night. Because he was wearing blues and greens instead of basically all purples. And, you know, our guild leader basically asked him, hey, why are you doing this? And he flat out told us. He was like, look, I don't want to sound egotistical or cocky or whatever you want to call it, but he's like, I guarantee you, if you give me a shot, I will out DPS all of your DPS in the gear that I am currently wearing. And he did. And it's because he knew something about the game that we did not know. And so after the raid, we kind of sat down with him, the guild leader, and I got to be part of that even though I wasn't a guild officer at the time. We got to sit down with him, and he basically just walked us through, very politely, but walked us through going, look, I can tell you just by looking at your character what your gear score is, and I can tell you by looking at your gear what your damage output or your damage mitigation or whatever it's going to be, because, you know, you might have a high gear score, but your gear is not optimized for your character. And he had gone through it off me. Eesh. He had gone through and figured out what stats his character actually needed. Oh, unique. And, so he didn't look to see what was a better upgrade. He looked to see what had better stats. And because of that, he was pushing serious DPS. Now, Blizzard has since changed how gear works since Lich King. So now it is gear score over stats in some regards. So it is different from back then, but yes, whereas he could have just went after the raid and went, I fucking told you I can do better than all your people put together. Next time, you know, don't question me, kind of thing. Or sat there in the raid and be like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm pogging with you guys. Y'all are all terrible because you don't understand your character. It's like, he went, I'm going to do what I can to help you get through this raid, and then I'm going to explain why I do what I do and how I do it so you can all improve. One of the very first slogans I had from starting the YouTube channel is actually came from the guy, sort of. I reworded it a little bit. But I used to say all the time, as one, we rise wiser and stronger. And that comes from the gaming community because it's true. I mean, we can only get as good as someone else if they take the time to explain it in a way that doesn't feel condescending, because nobody wants to be talked down to. Starting to get some good drops in here, finally. The Avengers Guard's going to be Immortals, I believe. Truncheon. I think that's Immortal Kings. But yes. I will probably come back to World of Warcraft tentatively, probably one day a week. We'll just have to see, because, like, I am super looking forward to the Warlock in D4. But I think right now, I think it would be good to come back at least for one stream a week. I don't want to say night because of the way my schedule is. baloney. Do I have any incorrect potions? I do not. There we go.
Stay a while and listen.
Hail to you, champion.
Okay. Spire of Honor. +3 to combat skills for paladins. 20% faster hit recovery, enhanced damage, adds damage, bonus to attack rating, damage against demons, replenish life, enhanced defense. Fine. Don't care. Don't care. Masteries, all resist, poison length, 15% magic find. Yep, Immortal Kings. Should work right. So I was right. Immortal Kings is Barb set. And then we also got Nord's Tenderizer. And alright. I'll have to take a yeah, I agree. Making people feel bad for not knowing something is a garbage thing to do, and if that's the kind of gamer you are, go play a first-person game. That's just my point of view. I don't care how good you are. Just don't. I really dislike people that do that. But anyway, let me be right back, guys. I gotta go change over laundry real fast because I gotta get that done for tomorrow for work. It'll probably take me about 3 minutes, depending on if the dryer wants to cooperate with me. But I will be right back, and we'll continue on. We're gonna do Countess, then Cows in this world, and then we'll rinse repeat. We're probably gonna stream for about another hour, hour and a half, somewhere in that ballpark. And then I'll take a little bit of a break today, and then while I'm taking a break, I'm going to see if Diablo 4 will finally let me make a new seasonal character. If it does, yay, we'll go test out probably the Crusader, or sorry, the Paladin, or like a Necromancer, something of that nature, because I like both of those classes. We'll go try one of those out, because the new skill trees were supposed to drop today for the season, I think, if I read it correctly. I could be wrong, but there's also the new Butcher stuff that just dropped today, so we could go try that out as well, and see how that all works, because I think that would be really cool. We're not playing on PTR for Diablo 4, because I want to be surprised when the Warlock drops. I don't want to go play the Warlock on PTR and then it goes live and it's vastly different, because I've had games where it's done that before. So give me just half a minute, guys. Let me go change over some laundry, and then I will be right back. Bear with me. Alright, we are back at it again. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go do Countess and cows. And we got the river. Poison me with that shot. Special. There we are. Dry Hills, Halls of the Dead. Super healing, super healing. I should get some keys. Level 2. We're just trying to speed level through or speed run through this for the most part. One battle bow, one ring. I love having the Hephaestus that we found with the Cold Aura as well as Cursed, because that just spreads Curse so fast, or amp damage so fast. It's essentially what Curse is just amplified damage. I'd love to know what level of amplified damage it is. Give me all that yummy gold. Don't care about the small charm. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, this was not the way we were supposed to go. We'll pick up the Emmy because it only takes one slot. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Go get him, demon. Another Amy. I think I'm gonna start dumping more points into the ability for us to get more stamina, because like 467 and I'm running out of it really quick. I mean, I got us up to 300 there. And the beauty is I don't think I actually need... I need the strength that I do have for spirit. But that's it. I mean... If we weren't using a monarch for the best stats possible, then we would 100% not need 156 strength. We would just be dumping everything into vitality. Warlocks are busted, man, and I love it. We'll go to town before we take out Countess real quick, just so that we can empty out our inventory. Well, I guess we don't really need to go to town first. That shit didn't drop anything that great anyway. Death in the tier room. Kind of just like a meh.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes?
$. One divine demon. Wait, did that say druid? Yeah, I'll hold on to it. I want to know if there's like druid helmet rune word I could use this for. Because that's elemental. So like I have shapeshift, elemental, summoning, and shapeshifting again. And then for the skiller I have elemental. So I'm doing better with elemental than I am anything else. This still helps because there is some summons you can do as an elemental, like the bear, your oak sage, things of that nature. So not too terrible there. Okay. Oh, we gotta go grab our runes that she dropped, even though they're garbage runes.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. I did not realize it was already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I think what we will do is do this cow run, and then we'll go ahead and take our break so that I can get something to eat, you know, stretch, do that kind of stuff, see if Diablo 4 is working. If not, then I gotta figure out if Devin's gonna be on tonight, if he's gonna be on tonight, because I know it is church night for him. If he's gonna be able to play with us, is he wanting to do Diablo 2, or is he wanting to do Lords of the Fallen with me? Because again, I would love to do Lords of the Fallen with him. And then get stuff set up for that particular stream, whatever that's going to be. And then we're going to retest the theory here. We've been getting, with Griswold, we've been getting 2 to 3 other uniques. There's one right there, we just took him out. There's 2. We've already taken out Griswold. So we're not going to take out the magic people in the middle. We're going to skip them and do the outside still. But we've already gotten... Whoa, 6 okay, wow. Already gotten 2 uniques. Okay. We've gone all the way around the outside. So 2 plus Griswold, and then the magics. Alright.
Good evening.
Hello.
Essences of terror, essences of suffering. We're doing good. Alright, here we go. But yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. And then we shall do. Depending on what Devin says for what he's wanting to do for stream. If we can get Diablo 4 to work, I'm sure he'll want to do Diablo 4. If we cannot get Diablo 4 to work, I have a high sinking suspicion that it's going to be Diablo 2. But we will see. That is my goal. But depending on whether or not he says we can do it, we'll either come back after like 2 hours, or it will probably be this evening after like 7-ish. I don't know. If we can't get Diablo 4 to work and we're gonna play by ourselves, I may stream some World of Warcraft. Because obviously, I want to stream the stuff that you guys want to see, you know? Scourge, I think, is a polearm file. I mean, if we're just gonna barely walk forward and more cows are spawning on us, might as well go this way, right? Unique. Get that up real quick. Splint mail, double axe. We're just having terrible luck when it comes to getting greens to drop. Let's park a portal right here real fast.
I can't do that here.
Yes? Good morning.
Alright, that was just money. We ended up getting 2 pieces of berserkers to drop. Yay. Gleam sight. Not bad. It's low level stuff. Somebody be mowing. I can hear them. Okay. Let's go finish cows. Then we'll take our break, get some food, come back with an idea of what we are going to do next. Because as far as this Warlock goes, we're done. I mean, could we get to level 99 and put all the points in the pointy stuff? Yes. But this particular class is done. Damage-wise, it's better gear. It's all we're holding up. You know, making a secondary spirit for our back bar, doing, you know, getting the +5 skill with XP staff. I mean, there's some things here and there that we could do to make this build quote unquote better. But as you can see, I mean, we are not really having any difficulties. I wouldn't want to go through the war belt. I wouldn't go running through you know, Act 5 all willy-nilly because of the amount of fire and lightning damage that's out there, which potentially would just absolutely shred us. But, you know, we are relatively safe in terms of damage. There's not much that is going to affect us. Thunder God's Vigor War Belt. Lightning Fury, Lightning Strike. Ooh. Now we're gonna hold on to this. Holy cow. It's not what I thought it was gonna be, but awesome. I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the name of what I thought it was gonna be is. I thought it was the, I may be misremembering, but I could have sworn there was a unique belt that had, a bunch of magic find on it. 30, 35 magic finds, something like that. I could be misremembering the item. I want a Thresher, I think. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what the best weapon for Insight for the Merc is. See if there was any other yellows out this way. Emerald. We need chipped amethyst is what we really need.
Yes.
So right now, when it comes to Amazon skills, we have +2 to all skills. We have +3 to javelin and spear skills, and now we have +3 to lightning fury, +3 to lightning strike, war belt. Highest level we gotta be is 64 to use all that. We do have the +1 1 to all Amazon skills there. Yeah. So we've... As far as the Amazon's concerned, man, we've got 2, 3... 3 plus 3 to all skills, period, into story. But then we now have plus 6 to Lightning Fury, Lightning Strike, and plus 6 to all Javelin and Spear skills. But I think, if I remember correctly, I believe Lightning Fury and Lightning Strike fall under the Javelin Spear skills. So that these two right here already give it plus 6. That's plus 7. Plus, what is it, 9? Plus 9 to Lightning Fury and Lightning Strike. So you put 1 point in it and you're already at 10. That's insane. And you have a level 5% chance to cast level 7 Fist of the Heavens when struck. Adds lightning damage, strength, vitality, maximum lightning resist, lightning absorb. All we're missing is a lightning sunder, and holy cow, the Amazon would decimate. Alright, there's one thing I'm going to do. It is probably a dumb thing to do. It may result in us dying. We're gonna walk Durance of Hate and go take out Mephi real quick. And when I say walk, I do mean we are going to walk to go find this. Because of those idiots right there. We get more than one of those dudes on us, it is game over. It's why I dread trying to do hardcore. Because there will be certain points where we're gonna have to walk so that we don't just insta-die to the stupid Stygian dolls. I don't know if that's what the classification of those enemies are actually called. I know down here they're called Stygian dolls. But those short little dudes, not fun. The other thing I do is I throw my demon out constantly. Please be the way down. Doesn't look like it's gonna be. Ah, there we go. Thankfully, they were not close enough to explode. Or we just got super lucky and just didn't take damage from their explosion, one of the two. The problem with those enemies is the fact that when they die, they explode. It's not that they do a ton of damage to you, it's the explosion that happens when they die that does. It's basically a mini corpse explosion. Yeah, we should be okay. Nope, he died. I'm okay if my merc dies. Heck, I'd be somewhat okay if our demon bites the dust. What I'm not okay with is if we bite the dust. We'll get our boy back.
Greetings.
Oh. It's nerve-wracking, man, because, like, if you're a Sork that's doing the energy shield Sork, you have a little bit of leeway because you can just make sure you have some really good pots on you. And the neat, get out of the fire. The neat thing is we have, jeez, flying axe. I think that's new for us. We can take down bosses super fast. It's just getting to stuff that's a giant pain right now. And then there's the chests that were right there. Can usually have something good too. Alright. Let's go figure out what this was, and then we'll call it a day for right now. We will be back. Like I said, it depends on what Devin's wanting to do. We'll determine whether or not I'm back on this, over on D4, or playing some more World of Warcraft. So this was Glimmer Shred. This is definitely new for us. 30% increased attack speed, 163 enhanced defense, adds 218 to 483 fire damage. Not bad for a thrown weapon. Adds 29 to 501 lightning damage and 176 to 397 cold damage. Increased stack size, so this thing has 330 for a thrown weapon.
Hail to you, champion.
There's a part of me that wants to keep it, man. How do you replenish the stocks? I thought that was... He also doesn't have, like, a repair hammer thing, or... I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it though, just because we could probably test something with it at some point. Well, today the highest rune we ended up getting was Lum, so we've now completed this whole second row. We would have been able to get some more stuff up, but we don't have any sapphires, chipped sapphires, so that we can upgrade there. But we're slowly getting to the low that we need there. It's crazy that we got that co. We've got an we've got a limb. I mean, we've got some good stuff, man. We just need to get it a little bit higher so that we can make our so like here's the thing is like I love this for Magic Find. Also, it's getting better because we leveled up. That's true. Yes, because it's based on character level. I love this set just because of the Magic Find. Again, I'd love to get the chess piece just to figure out what we get for all three pieces. I think that would be really cool. We do have the shards here that we could use to terrorize the entire zone if we wanted to. We have a Key of Terror. We need to get the other ones, which drop from Bale and Mephisto, the Primevals. We've gotten the ones off of Diablo because we fight Diablo the most. But yeah, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break, guys. I was going to stream for like another 45 minutes, but what I want to do is I want to take a break. I want to see what Devin's doing or what his game plan is for tonight. That way I can try and figure out what my game plan is for the rest of the night. I agree with you, Guy. Thanks for dropping in. I really should be getting back into World of Warcraft for nothing more than at least just leveling a character. I really need to come up with like a more like set. These days I played this game. That this day I played that game. Whatever, something of that nature. And just go from there. I'm having an absolute blast playing the Warlock over here on D2. I know people want me to do a hardcore run. Again, I have decided that when we hit 7,950 subs, so that's really only like 44 subs away, I think, right now, or 30. No, 34 subs away. I think we're 34 subs away to doing a hardcore run. We will do a hardcore Warlock demon summoning run. The goal of that is not to get all the best in slot stuff and yada yada yada. It is to get from Act 1 normal to Act 5 Bale kill in hell. That's the idea of that run. We're gonna see how far we can get, or we'll just keep re-rolling the guy until we get done with it, one way or the other. We'll see. But yeah, we will definitely do something when we get to that 7950 or 7950 mark. So if you would like to see a hardcore run, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is what we're gonna get. That's what we're gonna do when we have that. I'm still working on a banner for the top there that will say that. It will be goal. I won't have an end date for that goal, but we're gonna figure it out so that we have a goal, so that you guys know how close we are to that goal every stream. And then when we hit it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get the hardcore run started. It may be an offline, like not online stream. It'll still be a stream, but it won't be an online ladder character. It'll be an offline character. We'll still do ladder just so that we have access to all the other rune words if we get the runes to drop. But playing offline allows us to manipulate the player count to help us level a little bit better, stuff like that. But I will catch you guys here in a little while. Hopefully I will see you over there. But be safe, have fun, and as always, stay legendary, heroes. Peace out.